All right, Jonathan, what do we have this 2 weeks of tech birthdays? Who are the significant birthdays?
So first we have the president of Apple, John Scully.
The president of Apple.
Yeah.
Let me share my John Scully. You know, we kind of missed this one on the last one, and we thought, let's talk about John Scully, because even though he came up on the news on our last Tech in History, his birthday came up a week later. And why did we want to talk about this guy again?
In tech history, well, it kind of ties in with tech history. He kicked Steve Jobs out of his job 5 days before his birthday.
Or John Scully's birthday.
Yeah, before.
So it was like he was giving himself a gift, basically. Oh, man. Yeah, I think this is the guy that we talked about that came from,
Pepsi.
Oh, man, Pepsi, huh? He came from Pepsi. And he was just, just political enough to kick Steve Jobs out of his job. Yeah, it's pretty sad. But yeah, okay, John Scully. So when is his birthday? Oh, April 6th.
16.
Born April 6th.
Oh,
they have it wrong.
Whoa.
Somebody has it wrong.
This one says, yeah, April 6th. Weird.
And the other one we have says April 16, huh?
Yeah.
Somebody is incorrect. 82 years old. The guy's still kicking.
Yep.
Been divorced twice, married a third time's a charm. Lucky Diane. All right.
And next, we have the next tech birthday, David Phillo, who's known for Yahoo.
Was he the founder?
Founder.
Co-founder.
Oh, wow.
David Robert Phillo. You know, there's an acronym called Phillo. We call it Philo.
What does it mean?
First in, last out.
Oh, yeah.
So he was a co-founder with Jerry Yang. His Philo server program, written in C, server-side software that would use dynamic serve variables. Oh, that would dynamically serve variable web pages. So he was one of the guys that he was one of the first guys that actually created dynamic web pages. And I think that's why Yahoo was such a big deal, because everything else was static.
Yeah.
Like you just had web pages. And unless you knew CGI at the time, CGI was the way to go get data from the server. Unless you were familiar with CGI, your pages were static. There was nothing that you can do, other than just serve up static pages. Interesting. Cool.
Interesting. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And last but not least, out of these whole 2 weeks of tech birthdays, we have Kane Kramer.
What is so significant about this guy, Jonathan?
He invented the MP3 player, which is pretty revolutionary, I think.
You were right. You were right on the cusp of that technology, weren't you?
Yep.
When
that was like the thing to have when you were small too. Any kind of MP3 player, because CDs were thing of the past.
Wow.
No one wanted CDs anymore.
You know, what's funny is that CDs had such a short lifespan. I mean, I remember the CD being introduced and it was like the hottest item, you know, it's like quality audio, all this stuff, but it was such a short lifespan. I mean, I think a decade maybe. How long were CDs popular? 1 year.
What? Wow.
Well, 2 years because they were released in 82. But that was the thing, is that you can make digital copies and you would never lose the audio quality. Where with analog, like if you made a copy of a tape and then you made a copy of the copy and a copy of the copy and a copy of the copy and so on and so forth, you would eventually start losing quality on the audio. But with digital, you don't lose the quality. You know, there's no such thing as quality loss when you're making copies of the copies. It's just, you know, it just goes. So that's pretty crazy. He's technically, Kane Kramer invented piracy.
Yep. That's pretty crazy. They don't have a picture of him too. It's just
because he invented piracy. He's a wanted man. But wait, it shows that he was born March 11 and we have it as April, huh?
What? Interesting. We're getting some wrong dates here.
Yeah. Our source of information has become incorrect. And he does have a website. Kane Kramer.
There he is.
Inventor of digital audio player.
Let's contact him, see when his birthday is.
Well, he's got a pretty simple page. Doesn't do a whole lot. Yeah, he's got a pretty boring website. United Kingdom. So yeah, so I guess we got to check our sources, but
pretty interesting to know still.
Yeah, definitely some significant information, especially where you were born just in time to experience the revolution of MP3s, and MP3s now are passed around like, I don't know, a bag of potato chips, you know. So I mean, you're paying 99 cents now for digital copies, and it's almost you have to pay for the first copy, and then from there, for the original copy, and then from there, it's zero effort to make a copy, because most operating systems have that functionality built in. So pretty amazing. I guess that was it. We had just a few of birthdays for the 2 weeks in April. Oh, for the 11th through the 25th.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. So that wraps up tech birthdays.
All right.